If you have ADHD and you get completely overwhelmed with the idea of packing to go on vacation, this is for you. In this video, I'm taking you with me as I prepare to go on vacation. I'm Zarina Bwali, ADHD and money coach. I used to be the queen of last minute packing. I would do it the night before, be completely stressed, disorganized, and overwhelmed. The thing is, I didn't realize that doing things that way was actually not necessarily helping my executive function, my ADHD brain. Today, I'm sharing my ADHD friendly process and I make it fun like playing Tetris. So the process goes over a few days, but mainly what it does is that it gives me the headspace and it actually is very gentle on my executive function because when it comes to packing, if you're doing it for the entire family and you're traveling with pets, it can become a really hard and difficult thing if you have ADHD. So the process is really chaotic for someone that doesn't have a brain like ours, but honestly, it works for my brain, and I sincerely hope it works for yours. I actually start in the kitchen. All right, so because I'm on a gluten and dairy-free diet, I always take food with me. I prepare everything that I think I might want to have with me. So my favorite snacks and a few, see, on the road, I like to have snacks. So I'll have crackers. So basically, everything that I want to bring that is in the food category is going to end up on the counter. Yes, it's going to be a little bit chaotic, but I will have a visual and then I'll be able to see if I'm forgetting anything. So step number 1 is in the kitchen. So now let's go in the bedroom. Follow me. I have a suitcase that I'm just going to leave close by. I'm not going to put my clothes in it just yet. Then I start with what is most difficult. But when you have ADHD, it's not always obvious to know what you are going to wear 3-4 days in advance or several weeks in advance, right? We're spontaneous. I want to see what energy I'm in because, well, sometimes it influences the color I'm going to wear. So, what I do know is that I always have a few pieces of clothing that are my faves. What I'm going to do is take those out first. So I'm not selecting what I'm going to wear. I'm actually selecting what I think I am going to feel like wearing. There's a big difference. And that's one way I decrease the overwhelm. One of the reasons why this step is actually very useful is that if there's something in here that is not there, it probably means that it needs to be washed. So this just rings a bell that, oh, I might have to do a load today if I want to be able to bring it with me. I know that, it's going to be dry because it's probably something that doesn't go in the dryer. Okay, so one thing I really love wearing is this shirt here. So, of course, I am going to take that one out. I also like this a lot. And I just don't have a number. I just take whatever whatever I think I am going to feel like wearing. This, but it's a little bit more formal, but I'm taking it out anyways. This top, I love the color. It's one of my favorites. And there is this one that I also like. Next, I drop everything on the bed. Now that it's on the bed, what do? I just continue and I will do the same thing with pants. So I'm going to go with the same process and drop everything on the bed. This I also like a lot. I have put everything on the bed. Now it gives me a clear view of what piece of clothing actually I can mix and match together. The step after that, I start eliminating things, bringing the number of pieces down without having just one option is what works for my ADHD brain and also honors my spontaneity. As you can see, I have 3 different outfits. I have this one here with a pair of jeans, a blue sweater, and my white jean jacket. And then here it's blue jean jacket and a striped top. And then the third one is really one that I can wear with the jeans, or I can wear it with the blue pants here. So basically, the same process I am going to repeat for the other types of clothes that I need, the more casual ones. And I love jeans. So, of course, I'm going to have probably another pair or two just in case something happens. And then I'll just select the shirts that I think I am going to feel like wearing. And I always think of the number of days that I'm gone, because what happens when you have ADHD and you have a hard time deciding, you end up bringing too much for the time you're gone. What this does is that it helps filter and it facilitates decision making. So instead of, just putting a whole bunch of random pieces of clothing in the suitcase, I'm being really mindful of what I want to take with me, and everything else is going to be waiting for me when I get back. So everything is going to be on the bed. Once that is done, I have a look to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. And once everything is there, I start putting everything in the suitcase. What do you think, Kendall? Ready? Because she's coming with us. And that's another thing. We need to also get everything ready for the dogs, right? It's like traveling with kids. If this is helping you so far, let me know in the comments below and share your tips. Basically, I'll just dump everything in here. I know I still have a few things to add for my workout clothes, but that's pretty much it, my friends. Easy breezy, ADHD friendly. Next step, the bathroom. Here, I am actually going to put everything that I'm going to need for, getting ready. I take everything, and what I do is I put the items on the washing machine. So there again, it's on my radar. This is really to eliminate as many decisions as possible, because the ADHD brain gets really overwhelmed and overloaded when it has too many decisions to make, and it will shut down if there are too many steps or it's too complicated. So if on the executive function side of things, planning is difficult for you like it is for me, of course, you don't want to start planning last minute, because it's going to just get your brain in a state where it will not function optimally. Thankfully, organization is something I'm really good at compared to planning. So I'm actually using that a lot to help with planning, and doing things in a chaotic ADHD way does the trick for me. Then I can figure out what I need to bring and what I can actually leave behind, so that when it's time for the final round to see if I forgot something, it's going to be easier. So what else do I need? I might need this. I need my deodorant. Thinking of everything I might need, and I look around. Oh, razor. So do I have one in here? Yes, I do. Perfect. All right. So everything that I might need is there. It might not come with me, but at least it's all those choices that I don't have to make, and it makes it just so much easier for my brain. So now I'm just realizing that the shampoo and the conditioner are almost empty. That's not gonna do it. As I did for everything else, I've put everything I need for work on the kitchen table. And the last thing I do is take the food in the fridge and put it in a cooler. And once everything is ready, I just pile up everything together so that it's easier. The suitcase is ready, so now it's just a matter of rolling the thing with everything else. And this process really takes less time. It looks longer, but it actually is shorter in time and more efficient. Boudin, ready? Hopefully, the next time you leave, you get to do things in a way that fits your ADHD brain. So you work with it, not against it. If this video was helpful, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Keep in mind that the ADHD brain doesn't do things in a linear way. So whatever works for everyone else that doesn't have ADHD normally doesn't work for us. So an organized chaos always works for the ADHD brain. At least it works for me. I've also queued up a podcast episode that talks about how your personality influences how you experience ADHD. On that note, we'll see you in the next video.